In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to change the color of a background in a photo using Adobe Photoshop. Welcome back to the channel. My name is CJam, and here we are already inside of Adobe Photoshop. And what we're going to be using today, the tool that we're going to be using today to change the color of this background, is the Camera Raw filter that's built inside of Photoshop. Now, to do this, what I'm going to do first is duplicate this layer here. All I have to do is hit Ctrl J, and if you'd like to design along with me and edit along with me, I got this photo from Invad Elements. This video is sponsored by Invad Elements, and we'll talk a little bit more about them later on. So now that I have my image layer duplicated, what I'm going to do next is right click on the duplicate and click Convert to Smart Object, right? That will enable us to go back in and edit any changes that we make if we want to tweak something that we did that we don't necessarily like, right? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go up to Filter and then Camera Raw filter, or you could use the shortcut that we have here, Shift, Control, and A on your keyboard. Let's go ahead and click that. And here we'll get our Camera Raw filter dialog box, and you can edit your background in two ways, right? You can select the background inside the Camera Raw filter and do some edits, but what we're going to be doing today to change the color is coming down all the way here to Color Mixer, and this will give us some color controls here: hue, saturation, and luminance, HSL for short. And what you want to know is just identify the colors that are in your image, especially in your background, for the purposes of this tutorial, and you'll see that we have a blue background here. What you'll do next is you'll locate the blues here in your color mixer, and then you'll just hit the sliders all the way to the negative or all the way to the positive side to increase your color, right? You can see what's already happening here. Let me turn on my before and after. This is where we are now, and this is where we started. You can already see the difference, right? Now I can go even further by going to the hues here under my controls, and if I were to touch the hues of the blues, you'll see that it's getting more to the teal side, right? And if I were to go in the opposite direction over here on my slider, you'll see that we're going more and more over the purple side, right? You have so many controls here. You can even tweak the purples here below the blues or the magentas if you want, just to see what changes will be made. Well, let's just go ahead and bring the hues back down like so. Let's go to the luminance and just touch the blues a little bit. It will just darken the blue for us if we like, or lighten it depending on the taste that you're going for with your edit. Well, let's just keep it somewhere here. Let's go back to hue and let's bring it back over to the teal side, right? I'm really liking this so far. What do you guys think? So this is where we started, and this is where we ended up. And if I wanted, as you know, as we mentioned, we can go all the way over to purple and really get crazy. So earlier I mentioned that this video is sponsored by Invad Elements. I got this cool photo from Invad Elements that we're using today in this tutorial. And if you're brand new to graphic designing or this kind of photo editing and you want to get your practice, Invad Elements is the perfect place to go for stock photos like this one, as you just saw. And Invad Elements wants to offer you guys 70% off a month's subscription when you subscribe to their website. All you have to do is click that first link in this video's description to get that discount right now. So let me know, did you know that you can change the colors in your photo using Adobe's built-in Camera Raw filter here in Photoshop? If not, let me know in the comments, and know that you've seen all that we can do here with the Camera Raw filter in changing background colors, and you can change even the color of the clothing that she has on or her earrings. The same principle applies. Let's check it out. She has on a green top, right? If I were to go back to saturation, here are my greens here. If I were to just go all the way over to the negative, you can see what's happening. If I were to go to the yellows as well, because this shirt has some green and yellows, right? Let's touch the yellow all the way over to the negative and see what happens. See that it's getting more like a gray much more muted, right? If I increase the yellows, you can see that the shirt is really bright. Same for the green as well. And you can see that the green is also affecting the background, right? We can now go over to the hues for the green of our shirt, and let's hit the greens here and see what we got. It's going more to the yellow side when we go all the way over to the negatives. And if I were to adjust the hue of the aqua here, you'll see that the background is going more in the purple direction, right? You can see each color that will possibly become your result by looking at either end of your slider spectrum here, right? So this is where we started and this is where we ended up. Remember to let me know what you guys think of these cool techniques. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're interested in seeing more Photoshop tutorials, click right at the screen to check out this video right now.